So, Nutty, if you don't know who Nutty is, Nutty does a lot of tutorials, advice videos. He creates widgets for streams. He does good content. I occasionally watch his stuff if I'm like interested in it. I figured out how to multi-stream thanks to him. He literally just released a recent video on how to combine Twitch and YouTube chat, which in the TOS you shouldn't do. Which is still very funny though, because that was literally his last video. He said, show me who got banned. Show me. No one ever got banned before that. And then literally next day he got banned for it. It was quite funny. So let's get to see what he has to say.
So
right, before we actually get further into the video, I wanted to say why this is important to talk about right now is because how fucking ridiculous Twitch is with their rules, with their TOS, which could mean literally anything.
Just got banned. It's a one-day ban, so it's not a big deal. I wasn't even going to stream tonight. What is a big deal is the reason I got banned. You probably already guessed it. It was a simulcasting guidelines violation. A lot of you guys probably already know this, but Twitch has a clause in their terms of service that prevents you from combining multiple chats on screen. And if you've been following me for a while, you'll know that I built a tool that allows you to combine multiple chats on screen. I'm not actually sure if that's the reason I got banned, but if it is...
Yeah, because Twitch still doesn't specify the actual reason why people get banned. Although they had said like a year ago that they're going to implement that. They said that at TwitchCon last year. Twitch, where's the update? Where is it? Go on!
This is the first time I've ever seen this rule actually be enforced. It's not new. It's actually been in Twitch's terms of service for like over a year at this point.
Tecton has stated that he had received a warning for combining chats. He had chats combined, YouTube and Twitch chats, for a while it was multi-streaming, and he received a warning, not a ban. And since he received that warning, he separated it and he was good.
But nobody's actually been banned for it until now. You used to not be able to multi-stream at all, but during TwitchCon, not last year, but the year before that, they announced that they would finally allow multi-streaming, but with a few caveats. And can I just say, some of the rules they have are a complete joke. If you actually read the terms of service,
they don't even make any sense. And they are specifically vague, so they can apply them however the fuck they want to.
They've made it so vague that they could pretty much ban most people that are streaming on Twitch right now. So let's actually read through them so you can see what I mean. The first dot point says, you ensure that the quality of Twitch users' experience of your simulcast is, at a minimum, no less than the experience of other platforms or services.
Including via your engagement with the Twitch community, for example, via chat. What does it even mean? Minimum no less than the experience on other platforms. Are we the quality? The quality of user experience. Okay, so on one hand, we could be talking about 720p, 1080p, 4K streaming, right? I'm pretty sure YouTube allows you to stream in 4K. Different bit rates, I do guess that they include that. But then at the same time, they say other platforms or services. What does that even mean? Including by your engagement with the Twitch community, for example, via chat. It literally could mean anything. It could include Discord. It could include Twitter. Like, by that logic, it basically says Twitch stream has to be equal of greater quality than the other streams. Yes, but platforms or services via chat community, Twitch community. So they could technically, someone has a freaking Patreon and is giving exclusive content on Patreon. Since people aren't getting that exclusive content as a Twitch sub, technically they could ban you for it.
Basically what this means is you have to stream at the same quality to all platforms, or Twitch has to be the highest quality. So you can't stream on 4K on YouTube, but 720p on...
Yeah, that's the quality and the platform things. But again, I'd say if they want to be as vague as possible, that would literally say and include what I just brought up as an example.
Twitch, for example. That's fine. I mean, I think it's bullshit and shows some insecurity on Twitch's end, but it's fine. At least it's a clear rule. The second part makes no sense.
That's the second part.
Including by your engagement with the Twitch community, for example, via chat.
Like, what does that even mean? Including by your engagement with the chat, with the Twitch community, for example, via chat. Like I said, like, if I have exclusive content somewhere else, can I get banned for that on Twitch because Twitch subs aren't getting that exclusive content? Fucking make it make sense. Who wrote this garbage? Word salad? Legit? ChatGPT could write this better, man.
What does that even mean? Does that mean we have to respond to Twitch chat more than YouTube chat? Like, if we spend 75% of our time responding to YouTube messages compared to Twitch messages, is that a violation? What if I get a huge donation on YouTube? Am I allowed to acknowledge it, or would that be too much engagement for you? Like, what is the appropriate level of engagement for Twitch? Like how do you even quantify that? I know at the start of the video I mentioned that I use multi-chat on stream, and
how would they even know which comment you're replying to? Okay, so in the VODs, if you go, like, at that very moment, right now I don't have chat on stream. I do not. But if we go here, right, channel obviously has chat displayed here on the left. Like, right here, chat on the left, here on the left. Yeah, shut up, woman. Like, right here, chat on the left, here on the left. Yeah. Right here. But, if... Oh, God, stay the same size, jeez. If we go here, we click on this, we go to videos, we go to currently streaming, it still has the chat there. Chat is still existent right here. You see this? Chat is still here. Holy shit, why am I mentioned so often? And also in older ones here from Wednesday. Here, let's just go to some point. They could technically say and see that at that specific moment, I don't fucking know why this isn't loading, but right here, there's the chat. At that moment, that there was no such message there. So technically, they do have a way to know, is what I've been trying to say with that.
That could be a reason why I got banned, but I actually think that's not the reason. I think this is the real reason right here. Last week, I went live on TikTok, and I did the whole setup on stream so you guys can actually see how I go live on TikTok with OBS, which I plan to make a YouTube video explaining how that's done. And during my stream, Yeah,
I guess Twitch wasn't happy about teaching someone how to go live on a different platform.
I asked my TikTok viewers to give me some gifts so I can test some of my TikTok alerts that I've been building. Gifts are basically TikTok's currency, kind of like Twitch bits, but for TikTok. And my suspicion is the actual act of asking for gifts, which
Maybe
is like revenue on a different platform.
I feel like it would be more that he showed how to be able to go live. I don't think the gifts are the issue, personally. I feel Twitch is literally acting like a fucking obsessive girlfriend.
Can't wait for people to start reporting streams to Twitch because Moo Streamer kept replying to super chats instead of me.
Oh god, man.
Actually the thing that got me, because there's no way that I got suspended just because I was talking to TikTok viewers too much or thanking too many super chats on YouTube. That would be insane. But again, this is Twitch, so like we really have no idea.
It would be insane, and again the TOS is written so vague that it could mean anything.
After people found out I got banned on Twitter today, someone actually reached out to me. I'm not going to mention who, but I got tipped off that Twitch actually might be cracking down on people that have links to their Kick channel.
Yeah. There's an entire video about that. Not sure if I'm gonna watch it because I watched Tecton react to it while he was live, so I was like paying like half attention, right? But I did already watch that video technically. Basically, what they're doing, if you have a link here, let me go back to my channel to show it as an example. If we go back here onto my stream, if you have kick in here, apparently, I think that's specifically what they mean. They will shadow ban you. You will get less engagement. You will get less recommended. And someone apparently even got banned for it. Like, not confirmed banned, but speculated banned. Like, the person that got banned, the reason for it, we don't know the exact reason, and it literally could just be Twitch being a fucking stupid-ass jealous girlfriend. It's ridiculous. Also, by that logic, why am I able to put YouTube in here? You know? And you know what? With YouTube, it even does this automatically. The tiny, like, YouTube symbol. Twitch put this in. The Twitter symbol. Twitch put this in. The Discord symbol. Twitch put this in. I didn't put those symbols in. They're automatic.
Panel in their Twitch panels. I have no idea if this is true, but suppose
I don't know about the panels, to be honest. Maybe if you have the text written here, right? Like, if this is written as a text here. Maybe. I don't know. I have my other shit here, which honestly needs to get updated because I don't even use half of them. TikTok is outdated. VGen is I don't offer any commissions anymore. I don't use Ko-fi, so I should update that.
supposedly dozens of streamers last week got a warning from Twitch. But whatever the case might be, this all just feels like a huge unforced error from Twitch. They really should just allow multi-stream instead of...
The fuck is VGen? Sorry, I'll just answer that since a lot of people on YouTube probably won't know either. It's a commissioning platform. It's for art, from artists, for artists. It's a very trusted website.
...of being hostile towards streamers that actually want to be on your platform. Like, I've been one of the biggest supporters for Twitch, despite all the times that they've shot themselves in the foot for no reason. Like, last week, I got roasted by the entire Kick community because I made a crappy joke about Kick streamers.
Sorry,
like,
but
I actually want to be on Twitch. I'm like one of the few people...
I do want to be on Twitch too. I love Twitch, okay? Twitch is amazing. The community is amazing in a sense that... Let me rephrase. Twitch itself is fucking garbage, okay? The people working on Twitch is garbage, but the community of Twitch is amazing. Sorry, Nutty. They'll only sim for Hassan, you're not enough. Like a restaurant that has great food but terrible customer service. Yeah, exactly! Kind of. Kind of. Is this kind of community in the room with us? Listen, I don't want to call myself a loyalist. I am multi-streaming. I'm streaming to YouTube. I am streaming to Twitter. I may start streaming soon to Kick. I don't want to call myself a loyalist. I want Twitch to be good. That's all. I enjoy Twitch. I've built my career on Twitch. I enjoy it. I love you guys showing up and shit. I love the way chat interacts. I love the emote community in it. I don't know.
That actually still supports Twitch. Like, it just seems like the consumer confidence in Twitch is at an all-time low, and it's shit like this that just adds to it. Just remove the clause in your terms of service, and then maybe you'll gain a little bit of support back from your viewer base and the creators that actually want to stream on Twitch. And you know what? While we're talking about equal stream quality across all platforms, you know what? I actually agree with that. I agree with Twitch here. Let's give all streamers the ability to rewind.
Legit? Brooklyn is such a good point. Quality, the same across all streams. There's no rewind on Twitch. No rewind, yeah. Where's that? Go on, Twitch. Where is it? Oh, what? You have to pay for it in the future to be able to rewind? That sounds great.
Kick does it. Let's give everyone the ability to rewind so the user's experience can be equal across all platforms. and don't charge us money because they don't charge you money to do that on Kick and YouTube. How about this cringe right here? You should not provide links or otherwise direct your community to leave Twitch for your simulcast on other services because we value the community on Twitch and the integral role community engagement plays for all Twitch users.
Okay, so you basically shouldn't link other links while you're multi-streaming. Yeah, I knew about this one. No. Word salad, sure. It is a word salad. Oh, thank you. He made me a sandwich like the good wife he is. I knew about this one already. You cannot tell Twitch chat to go to YouTube chat instead. For example, while ads are running. You cannot tell them that. That is against TOS.
This is the only point that kind of makes sense. I mean, if I'm being as charitable as possible to Twitch. You know, like, cringe aside and this whole we care about the Twitch viewer experience, like, ignoring that stuff, like, it makes sense that Twitch doesn't want you leaving to go to YouTube or leaving to go to Kick. They want to retain your viewership, so...
Yeah, of course.
You know what? I get this point.
I get it.
This next one, though, this one's insane. You cannot use third-party services that combine activity from other platforms or services on your Twitch stream during your simulcast.
Meaning you can't combine chat.
Such as merging chat or other features, as this excludes or limits the Twitch community from the entirety of the experience of your live stream.
I'm gonna be sorry, but how is it excluding a community member? How is it excluding? If I get a super chat on YouTube and they say, yo, thank you so much for the super chat, however much money it is, maybe it's $2, maybe it's 50. How is that excluding someone from Twitch chat? How? Like, the only person, like, let's be honest, the only person really benefiting from it is me, the streamer. The community is not as at a disadvantage if a person donates on Twitch or over on YouTube. To the community member, it doesn't make any difference. The only one who is losing out on this is Twitch, because Twitch isn't making that bank if I get a super chat over on YouTube. That's the only one. What about Stream Elements? That's a good point. Stream Elements, you get donations. Okay. So, Stream Elements provides alerts that are displayed on the stream. Now, there's no way to directly donate to the streamers, let's say PayPal, for a donation, right? But Stream Elements lets you do that. So, technically, you are combining two different services already. Like, what? What?
This is the one rule that most people know about already. If you stream on Twitch and YouTube, you are not allowed to show your YouTube chat on stream at all. I can't even begin to describe how stupid this rule is.
I thought... Wait, I thought it's combining chat.
Kick. They want to retain your viewership, so you know what? I get this point. This next one, though, this one's insane. You cannot use third-party services that combine activity from other platforms or services on your Twitch stream during your simulcast, such as merging chat or other features, as this excludes or limits the Twitch community from the...
Someone said super chat.
Thank you. Thank you for the $20 super chat, Krabby.
entirety of the experience of your live stream. This is the one rule that most people know about already. If you stream on Twitch and YouTube, you are not allowed to show your YouTube chat on stream.
You're allowed to show it, you need to have your chat separated.
At all. I can't even begin to describe how stupid this rule is. According to Twitch, showing
Done.
YouTube messages on screen is somehow going to exclude or limit the Twitch community.
It's so ridiculous because 80% of my YouTube chat wouldn't even watch me if I wasn't streaming over on YouTube. They don't want to use Twitch. I can't force someone to use Twitch. 80% of people on YouTube don't want to use Twitch. Like, Twitch is so ridiculous.
Literally how? I don't understand this point at all. In what way does showing YouTube messages on screen
End chat segregation.
No! Chat is getting segregated! No!
exclude the Twitch community? What does that even mean? If anything, showing YouTube messages on screen lets your Twitch viewers know what, like, they're included in the conversation.
Right? No, that is such a good point. If anything, it is a better experience because now they know what is being said on the other platform.
Like, imagine I'm talking to someone on YouTube, like, hey Steve YT, and then someone on Twitch is gonna be like, who's Steve? I don't see a Steve YT over here. Like,
Who the fuck is Steve?
I just don't get it. But you know what's even worse? The wording here makes it sound like you can't even show
Equality for all chatters now.
Thank you. Thank you for the super chat.
worse. The wording here makes it sound like you can't even show alerts on stream. Again, am I allowed to show YouTube super chats on screen? Am I just supposed to ignore every time someone gives me money on YouTube?
Yeah.
What about Stream Elements donations? Stream Elements donations, that's technically activity from other platforms.
It is.
Twitch chatters cooties, you.
What about Patreon? I made a widget that shows whenever someone joins my Patreon. Like, am I allowed to do that? It's just so vague, and it makes it possible for Twitch to ban basically whoever they want, because pretty much every streamer is using some kind of external or other platform on their stream, whether it's like for donations or merch alerts or whatever that might be. I'm not saying that you should take away your Stream Elements donation links. Like, obviously Twitch is not going to start banning people that use Stream Elements. That would be insane.
They've never done that either, so...
But like,
sorry. So that's fine.
like, the wording here technically makes stuff like that permissible. And even when they say other platforms, they only mean like streaming platforms. Like, even if they clarify that, that's still a bullshit rule, because again, when people are
the other chats, not the other chats, the other platforms don't have that rule. As far as I know. As far as I'm informed, the other streaming platforms do not have this rule.
donating to you on other platforms, it's insane that you're not allowed to acknowledge people that give you money. Like, they're giving you money. We should be able to say, like, show stuff on screen when that happens. Like I said, it's a one-day suspension. Like, I don't care. I'm gonna wake up tomorrow and then I'm unbanned. Like, it literally doesn't affect me.
It's a one-day ban, yeah.
In any way. I just don't like how the rules...
The one thing is, and in this regards, I'm not informed enough. I asked Tactone about it too. Like, I literally DM'd him about this. I was talking to Rosie in chat earlier, like in Discord. I was talking to Rosie about this exact thing, right? About, like, multi-streaming and about the punishments for it. As far as Rosie knows, right? Like, somewhere she heard, I don't know where and I don't know how true this is, because I need to look it up further, that after your ban, you get a 90-day revenue restriction. And I don't fucking know how fucking true this is. I heard something about maybe ads, right? I heard that maybe they're restricting ads when you get banned. But she thinks it's both subs and ads and bits and whatever. I don't think it's true, but it might be. So I went ahead and texted Tactone and asked him. And he said, yeah, it depends on the severity of the ban, and they do whatever you want. Not whatever, whatever they want. They ban you however they want to, and you could get it and you couldn't, so... Nobody fucking knows! Oh, don't mention Discord, kids. So that's a third-party application, and it's not including Twitch chat in the conversation. SMH, my bad. Nobody knows. Like, this 90-day revenue restriction is like, what? Gigabrain Twitch staff, guys, we are losing viewers to other platforms. I have a great idea how to combat it. Let's bully content creators out of our platform. Yay! I will try Kick, but it seems to me the same as Twitch for what I've seen so far. I don't know. Kick is apparently way more fair in their rules than Twitch is. I haven't streamed on it yet, but I am partnered over on Kick, and we shall see what we do with it.
Are so vague, and I don't even know why I got banned. Like, my assumption is gonna be because I used multi-chat, but it doesn't actually tell me that. And even if that was the case, why am I getting targeted? There are people with like 10k viewer streams that have multi-chat, and I've not heard a single person get in trouble for that. I'm literally the only person.
I still think it's not the chat that's why he got banned. I think it's because he showed how to go live on Kick.
That's been in trouble for this, as far as I know. Some people are
But
saying that the reason Twitch doesn't allow multi-chat is because they can't moderate messages that come from other platforms.
If we did,
Yeah, but that's on the streamer, not on you. Like, that's on the streamer, not ban the streamer then if something's unmoderated. What are you fucking saying?
have you combine chat, you are now responsible for whatever is said
Yes!
on the chat.
Yes, you are. What's
Which
the issue with that?
CEO needs to be fired, and the Toes team needs to either be fired or retrained to enforce the rules equally, or Twitch is done for.
I'm gonna be honest, I think Dan Clancy is okay. He's not the brightest, but he's also not the worst. Like, for example, the previous CEO you had on Twitch didn't even know he's the CEO of Twitch. Dan Clancy tries to communicate with the community. He tries to, okay? I'm gonna just give him that. He's okay when he doesn't goon, yeah. He's an ultra gooner? He is. Yeah, no, he absolutely is. Can you blame him, man? People goon. He's a very incompetent boss. I think to a degree he's okay, but there needs to be changes. A lot of changes. And I feel like he just doesn't know what's even actually happening. I think he doesn't even know what's going on. Dan Clancy can rival Benny in terms of gooning. Very true. Very, very true. No one likes getting bonked, but you don't want to get a streamer banned either. Yes. He's a bit in over his head, but he's trying. Yeah, I feel like that too. I feel like he just doesn't really know better, and he doesn't really know what's going on. I don't know. I hope it's just him being misinformed and being gullible, and not that he's malicious. That's my hope, that he's not malicious. I don't think he's malicious. I hope he's not. That's my opinion on this.
On those other streams. Because if somebody comes in and says something against our community guidelines, we don't know if this person is suspended, if this person is banned, if something's happening to this person. We have no information about that at all.
And I'm
Who cares?
sorry, I don't buy.
Like, who cares? That is such a dumb excuse. Can't join COD lobbies, boys. You can literally... No, you just...
That excuse. If that was the case, just write that in your terms of service. And if that was really the case, does that mean why am I allowed to stream my COD lobbies? Because we all know COD players love their 4-letter and 3-letter slurs, right? Why am I allowed to do that, but I can't show messages from YouTube, which are an actual core part of the stream? Why isn't that allowed? And why are you suspending streamers before anything has happened? Can you imagine, like, a cop pulls you over, and then and he starts writing you a ticket, and you're like, oh, officer, why are you writing me a ticket? And he's
you might be speeding soon.
like, oh, well, because you have the potential to speed, so we thought we'd just get ahead of it and give you a speeding ticket right now. That's how stupid you sound. And to top all of this off, at the very bottom of their simulcasting guidelines, it explicitly states, if you fail to adhere to the simulcast guidelines, Twitch will send you a warning prior to taking any enforcement action.
So, that's interesting. Tecton did receive a warning, right? I did tell you guys earlier that Tecton got a warning for the chat thingy. Why did Nutty get banned and didn't get a warning? Interesting.
Where was my warning?
Interesting.
Did I miss something? Or is my warning gonna come after my suspension's up? Like, I'm just saying, your own guidelines explicitly say that you should receive a warning, and I didn't receive one. But yeah, for anyone that is currently using my multi-chat over...
I would be up in arms and rioting if that happened to me. If I was Nutty, I would be causing trouble everywhere. I would literally be up in arms. Like, Jesus, man.
Overlay, I would recommend that you either turn off the YouTube toggle altogether, or at the very least, turn off the platform icons toggle so it doesn't look like you're combining chats on the screen. Because I have no idea if this is just a one-off suspension or if this is going to be the beginning of the start of a wave of streamers that are going to get suspended.
Yeah, it might as well be that, especially with how Twitch is acting right now with being a fucking jealous girlfriend.
In the next few weeks. In conclusion, what the fuck, bro? Like, bro, amend your terms of service, Twitch. I want to keep building widgets for streamers and helping streamers. Like, that's literally all I do in the
You warning shot hits by accident! Oh no!
Channels. I try to help as many people as possible, but I can't do that if you suspend me. When I feel like I'm one of the few people left on YouTube that actually advocates for Twitch and supports Twitch streamers. Like, everyone else turned on Twitch. I'm still here. Like, I want to do more stuff for Twitch streamers. Like, I'm still here. Just don't suspend me. I'm literally just trying to make experiences better for streamers. Anyway, I'll see you guys next week with a real video that isn't just me whining all the time.
That's a good video. I don't know, this shit is important, man. Yeah, Twitch is being ridiculous. They need to be held responsible. People need to be up in arms against Twitch, because Twitch just will not listen. The only way Twitch will ever listen, and I've said this many times before, is to directly combat the advertisers, which obviously would shoot the people streaming right in the foot, like me, myself. I would be losing ad revenue too. But what are you gonna do if they don't listen? What the fuck are you gonna do? Twitch needs to sober. They have been drunk for a long time. They have been, yeah. You guys still believing in Twitch as salvation. Bro, I hope one day Twitch will be good. I do hope. Out here holding on to hope, man.